Here we go. The Wolf's Claw, by the way, a bit of a misnomer, considering he's got cat paws this time at level 6. It's okay.
The Cougar paws.
One thing to point out, by the way, Pat opened up with a pink ward in his opening build. Elise is one of those safe jungles that doesn't need all the potions in order to jungle properly, but early pink ward, we'll see what they can do with that.
Yeah, and it looks like they're all heading up towards that top lane. Nobody's even going down bottom. Elements calling this one out here with the ward. Oh, there's the... Ooh, you saw that. Saw the little glimmer there.
All right. They're aware of one of the early wards.
Oh.
Ooh, they're looking around.
He's like, I got an itching, and there it is. It hits.
Elements gets 5 gold. He knows about it. They could...
Huh.
What? Pat opened Cocoon.
So they didn't know who was in there, but there's a 100% guarantee he knew that that hit. 1, he got the gold from Spell Thieves, which pops up on you. 2, he heard the sound. 3, he saw that the animation didn't continue. She's like, it hit something. There's something in there. I don't know how many people, but they don't follow up on it.
Then why learn Cocoon? That's the weird thing to me.
Yeah.
That felt like a really bad...
It's going to slow his jungle down.
You just don't do that. Like that. I think even if you get the catch, okay, Cocoon again looks for the wall, does get Yoshi out of there, but of course now all of AoE's been seen. Will they get a ward down? Will they use this pink ward they got to do anything? Right now, no.
I wonder what the call is here. Because right now it currently looks like they're just going to 4-man the top lane and try to make it so that Yoshi doesn't get anything. But Yoshi is responding by going middle to his jungle. And are they going to... I'm not quite sure what he... Yeah, he's just going to go to the bottom lane now.
Yeah, okay. So
he's
going to be...
for the lane swap.
Yeah, he knows he can't go top jungle, so his team's already down to the bottom side. You've got TP Rengar in the first place, so being bottom jungle is fine. Izangi is going to grab the opposing red buff really early. Pat gets help to get his blue. Of course, still with no damaging abilities for the jungle. It's going to be a lot of help from Shyvana to get rid of this.
And now the way this is lining up currently... I'm looking at the experience here. Yoshi, I don't know if he'd actually... He's going to have to show up for that bottom push, but he won't be level 2 yet. He's going to be a little late.
Yeah, this will be interesting.
Especially in comparison to Pat and Chump John.
All right, late to the party. Izangi, so basically only 2 total camps got cleared when you normally see 3 go down, so less total XP grabbed by the team. And they're going to show up for the 4-man push, but with 1 level less than they would expect. And here we go.
Maria actually hits level 2 before Virus does. So they get there about the same time. 1 extra ability, though, which can give them the Skittering Frenzy for the extra attack speed, which will be what they need to take this turret down at about the same time.
All right, well, there we go. Rengar definitely has plenty of damage in this one, and it's going to be the turret falling. 3:06 into the game is turret number 1. Looks like we're going to be about 5 seconds behind for the top lane turret. The area of effect spells from Corki, Morgana, etc. Pretty good at that one. They're going to keep pushing forward.
Yeah, Rengar pushing turrets. Never seen that one before.
The Q no longer gives attack speed on turrets, though.
Yes, it does not.
You have to hit minions for it.
Yep, which will be right there next to him. The back and forth here, the Wolf's Claw is actually coming out on top in the overall because he has the mana advantage. I don't even know if there's enough for a blue card at this point for Kojo.
There we go.
Here comes the denial. We'll have to watch this little bit of micro here and see what they decide to do. They're just going to take it flat out, and they are.
All right. Well, if they shove the next wave, though, in pretty hard, they can still make that reset.
Ooh, that's perfect. That's actually the perfect spot you want to be in. All right. And he gets 1 down, and now he'll start pushing.
Yeah, and notice that Evan goes away from the wave. He doesn't actually farm it the rest of the time. He just recalls and knows it's going to pull in towards his team. Yoshi is already there on Rengar, ready to take some of this farm. And we'll see now how the teams can play up to the lane pushes. Pat, smart choice, grabs the opposing red buff. That's a 2-buff start for him. And on the other side of the map, the blue buff should be easy to grab for Izangi.
And the gold advantage here is just from the gold even right now, which is a little surprising considering Elements had Spell Thief's Blade, Spell Thief's Edge.
Yep.
A little bit extra. There's the gank. Oh, gets him. Oh, the binding. There it is.
Well, big damage to Kojo. Exhaust used to slow him down. Pat puts the Q onto Maria. Goes for the damage. Wolf's Claw does land the final auto attack. Takes the kill up right there. First blood. AoE.
It's the Cocoon binding. It doesn't become a skill shot at that point to land your binding. It becomes, can I actually click this in time? No skill involved.
Are there minions in the way?
Yes.
The assessment. All right.
So potent. It's so difficult to deal with. And the fact that he's so immobile on that Twisted Fate, he blew both of his summoner spells, too. But so did the Wolf's Claw. So when they get back to lane, which looks like their lane's just going to be occupado now by everybody else.
All right, pink ward goes down to the bottom side, over near the dragon. That's going to be something that AoE will be able to watch for. 500 gold lead, about what you expect from First Blood. The game's going to slow down a little bit. Okay, top lane pushed in. Actually, this time around, oh, of course, it's the TP. So area of effect, less aware of that push. Had to teleport their Shyvana. No one else is ready to take that.
It's not the situation that you want to be in where you use your teleport and give the other team the advantage. Yoshi is still in the bush, though. And the rest of the team is around that dragon area.
Yeah, that's the thing, is you've got until 8.5 minutes that teleport is down. NF should know that timer. They know they can bring Rengar down when they want to force a 5v4. Now, it's too early to 5v4 in front of Dragon. You take too much damage doing it. Elements finds Maria, though. Good damage there. 15 gold picked up for both these guys, but there comes a bit of pain.
Big level advantage here for Chump John. He's 6 over Yoshi's 4, so Yoshi's getting zoned out. So the fact that he got that giant wave bottom and then TP top gave him an advantage. Yeah, that actually could have been the specific choice. I don't want to actually say that it was AoE making a mistake. If the goal was to make Shyvana win the 1v1, he got both soul lanes of farm. Well, then they zoned him off the dragon area there.
Yeah.
Too. So AoE actually calling that one really big.
Yeah, that was actually incredibly well played. That played out much better than I thought it would. So good stuff there. Maria getting the last hit on the cannon minion there. Didn't go spell thieves yet. It's a rushed sight stone. So we'll see if the gold, the lack of gold generation, but extra wards does anything for these guys. We'll see. Standard 2-on-2 on this one. Looks like neither one got gigantic leads anywhere. It's going to be Vamp Scepter for both AD carries. And about 800 gold worth of items for both supports.
No globals up just yet. They will be around the time that the buffs spawn.
They're going for this fight, though. Virus putting some pretty heavy damage on Expunge used as well. Evan RL dropped very, very low. Stun on a Kojo. Javelin's going to land. Once again, easy to land when someone's done for you. We're seeing AoE start to kind of control this game.
Nope. Zingi's getting invaded on here.
Well, level 5 versus level 4. The smite is available for the Elise. Doesn't smite early or at the right time, and Zingi gets with an auto attack.
The Pantheon crit.
Yeah, I don't think he even had to. He just autoed it once.
It was a crit, though.
Okay.
He didn't have to.
No.
But he had no choice.
But he overkilled it.
He had to. Once he levels up his E,
That's
he has to, and it's that low. And he's going back for this 2 now.
All right, stun used. Pat out of mana, but goes for the battle. Looks pretty good for this one. TF only comes
it's a
in.
bait.
All right, there's the repel, but there's the flash engage from Shyvana. They find it, and Kojo, he's got to get away.
There's a backfire there. Yoshi, not level 6 just yet. He can't just flank into that fight. Chump John, look at his experience. He's 7. He's about to be 8. There it is.
And Yoshi doesn't have his ultimate available yet.
3 levels up over Yoshi.
That played out really well. They invaded the red buff, basically, or even just the top jungle in general, knowing how much more powerful the top laner was. It completely paid off.
That's the type of little advantage that you have to look to push and be conscious of. But now Virus coming in from the side, no ultimate there for him, and the skill shots come out just to be like, oh, we know you're there somewhere.
Mm-hmm. That was awesome. And you got to remember as well, like, you can't counter jungle until you know those camps are up as well, which requires either ward control or timing the enemy jungler's pattern to know there's even anything to do there. That was awesomely well played by AoE.
It's that Coach Elements coming up.
There you go, man. Coachmans did it.
Elements was sitting there as the coach, and he said, put me in, coach. So he put himself in. There you go. And look at how it's doing. I mean, it's so difficult to call from the sidelines because you actually can't talk to your players. You're sitting there going, wow, I wish they had done this. Yeah. And now he's in there just going, hey, do this, do that.
There you go.
And Elements back on the scene.
See what these guys can do now with the roster. 13 to almost 12,000 gold, so 1,300 gold difference in this one. Virus still camping under his turret, trying to get what farm he can. He's actually doing really well in CS, but he's the guy getting pushed in regardless. AoE want him to keep all the lanes aggressive and make plays in the enemy jungle as best they can. Again, a lot of the time factoring off the Shyvana. Yoshi going to rotate around the map, just kind of showing up mid.
He's finally 7. He's got a big minion wave for himself. He's just roaming straight down there, so he doesn't have to use his teleport to actually be a part of this fight. The Wolfspaw takes some free damage there.
Now the Dragon got started. Yoshi takes some really big hits. Has to flash away, gets exhausted. Elements puts the ward down. They're still trying for this one. TP in from Chump. Dragon is
on the
low,
dragon. And
it's going to be AoE taking the Dragon with the Corki auto attack. And again, Binding lands. Shyvana goes in. Virus falls. AoE making better choices.
Much better choices in the overall. They're going to get this blue, too, and they are getting this game in their favor very, very quickly with small leads that just, they show up to a fight and they start snowballing.
Yeah, it's the right choice every time. Necrofantasian, they try to make the plays. When TF tried to sort of counter-gank the jungle invade, Shyvana was already there. They went for the dragon, but guess what? Chump John's TP was up finally because it's been past 8.5 minutes, And it was the wrong call. Again, they got jumped on, and the kill went through him.
And the fact that he's 2 levels up, Chump John is, over Yoshi, is huge. Basically, every time Shyvana levels up, you put a Doran's Blade of Health in her inventory, and you put almost like half a longsword. So that basically, you're looking at there, just by the 2 levels, he has a longsword. And
you just do it in terms of Doran's Blades.
Pistol.
Those give AD carry. Those give damage anyway. He's up 2 Doran's Blades by being 2 levels up.
Yeah. I don't know if it's 8. I think it's more like 5 base damage or something.
Well, yeah, but your spells do more damage.
That's
so
true. That's true.
There's some way to do the Doran's Blade conversion.
Anyway, it doesn't give HP though.
It gives you HP regen per level.
That's true.
Just by leveling up. The new factor of leveling up is how many Doran's Blades is it worth? Or Doran's Rings in the case of mages. How much AP would it take to boost your base damages? It's actually not that bad of a measurement.
No, it's not.
For what it's worth, it's not completely horrible.
I'm glad you approve.
Of my own idea. Pat,
I used the measurement.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Pat, Yoshi going in half HP.
Still worth, though, because you push him out of the lane, and now you know he can't be middle, and now you start to siege up. They get themselves a turret. Up 3-2. They haven't even taken that bottom tier 1 turret, which will most likely be in their sights next. Twitch
was spotted bottom as well, so AoE knows they have the numbers lead if they want it. Zingy clears away the rest of that blue buff. It was stolen not too long ago. Poke attempts for elements doesn't land. That one's going to hit, though. Wolf's Claw and Evan RL doing some good stuff. Cocoon going to miss.
You have to dodge so much. You have to dodge a Cocoon. You have to dodge a Shyvana.
It's hard to dodge Shyvana.
You have to dodge Nidalee Spears, Dark Bindings, and Corki Rockets. Everybody has something you have to dodge.
Those are pretty much hitting, though. Kojo down to half HP right now. Doesn't even have his Athene's Unholy Grail finished yet. It doesn't even matter right there. Another wave. Looks like it'll be pushed in, AoE.
Necrofantasian didn't get to use their pick comp.
Not at all.
Mixes at all. That's what you want from a Pantheon Twisted Fate. You want to go gank bottom, have a 4-on-2. But here's the engage. The turret's going to be gone by the time he lands.
The temp turret goes down. Yoshi will join the fight. Big burst comes in. Down goes 2. The engage comes in. Gigantic Morgana ulti. Might just win around 2 for 2 so far. Shyvana going big. Yoshi in the backline finds a 3rd. Now Maria getting attacked. A 2 versus 2, but that will be a dead Lulu.
With double buffs.
Yeah.
Ooh, triple kill
scary champs
for Chump John right there. There was the engage, the hard engage onto DeWolf's Claw. Didn't get to use his flash, didn't get to use his heal, and now they're going to go push these waves out, and that's their reward for winning that fight. We're going to look at it here. Watch how quickly DeWolf's Claw gets destroyed. Boom, match damage. Oh, he's gone. Now Pat, knocked up, destroyed. Yoshi has that extra durability in the slow, but he swaps from Evan RL onto elements here, and the support was the main target, which is not the person you want to be on top of, especially Morgana, who doesn't do a whole lot once her abilities are on cooldown. And they have really long cooldowns, especially this early in the game with no cooldown reduction.
Yep. You got the black shield, didn't even matter.
Yeah, and Chump John just basically tanked his way through all of that with the level advantage that he had, and now the item advantage.
Yeah, so that was pretty glorious. Sunfire Cape done. It's also worth pointing out, AoE stayed for the turret. Like, they could see the Pantheon team and were like, no, get the turret first. And I think they were kind of fortunate to turn that fight around.
Yeah,
like, if they weren't ahead in gold, I feel like that would have been a horrible fight.
If that was even, yes. The fact that DeWolf's Claw got destroyed before he used any of his summoner spells, even if he had flashed just out of the range, would have been enough. And the Black Shield was a little bit late. So he did get stunned, but at the same time, the hardest CC is you being dead.
And that happened regardless.
Yeah.
The damage.
Morgana's shield will not stop that one.
Unlikely. All right, so resetting the lanes here. Corki, Morgana back to the bottom side. Bottom outer turret still available for this team if they want it. AoE have simply taken tier 1 and tier 2, both mid and top. Virus Kojo pushing down. This is going to be actually something that these guys might have to respond to because it will take a bit of damage here.
Yeah, numbers advantage there in the mid lane for Necrofantasian. Whereas AoE, they decide they want that bottom lane. They want that tier 2, their tier 1. That's actually still right for the taking.
Meanwhile, showing up
top though, Yoshi now has his Tiamat completed, so he can push waves a little faster. But Chump John is just so powerful, you can't duel him. So as soon as he shows up to the lane, you're like, oh, you know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I killed all those little guys. Didn't mean it.
Well, Varus pops his ulti. Does not find any picks in this one. Pink ward already down defensively for NF when they want to get their blue buff back up. Should be very soon, I believe. Yoshi clearing away these guys without too much effort. It is worth pointing out as well, Chump John is getting some magic resist now. He actually cut the Spectre's Cowl, so he'll be forced the flash away from Zingy, though. Binding's not quite going to land. But he'll
flash
be a
for
bit
the wolf.
squishier against Rengar.
Oh, Virus looks like he wants a piece of this. No.
There's almost no way. I think they need another turret bait. They're down 5,000 gold.
Yeah, you have to get them underneath this turret. That worked out perfectly last time, especially when you hard engage on the backline, because otherwise if they just go straight into it, DeWolf's Claw will just kite backwards and throw spears the entire time.
Yeah.
Even if you win the fight, you won't win the war.
True. Alright, well, Zingy goes for the ulti. They're looking for this tier 2 right there. They're going in pretty hard. Rengar already ulted, goes in, does not quite find the damage he needs. Elements gets a stun there as well. Pat getting away with this one. Yoshi forced back. A Zingy very low. That skill picked up. Elements falls, making it 1-for-1. Virus explodes the front lines, but he does try to get away. Doesn't do it though. Chump John finds a second kill.
That's a 2-for-1 in the overall. And now they get to go ahead and siege up for AoE. It was a good engage by Necrofantasian. But the fact that they didn't take advantage of the global ultis during the laning phase because they couldn't, because of the positioning of AoE and their rotations, then they didn't get anything for it. It's definitely just this lead is going to get bigger and bigger for AoE. Yeah. Because Necrofantasian are the ones who keep engaging.
True.
And they have to, though. Because AoE is just going to be knocking objectives down and poking. Can't just take the poke to the face.
No.
It doesn't work out.
You can't. I mean, it's good tenacity by NF, but unfortunately it's not really enough. There's actually a good outplay by Evan RL as well. He basically dashed backwards right as the engage was coming in, so Rengar couldn't land everything on him, and he was outranged. The leap was already used. So that was actually a really nice little micro play by the Corki to get away from all that. Virus will be grabbing, looks like, red buff for his team. And at this point, I gotta kind of ask then, if the hard engage isn't really working, can you play Protect Twitch and do enough with that? I mean, it's one on Twitch, so he's not
saw
there
how quickly
yet.
he got blown up.
Sure, that's because he was diving a Corki who bursted him back. Like, I'm wondering, there's no real tank line, there's not a lot of other AoE to set him up. That's maybe not really even played.
Yeah, the CS...
With him this far behind? No.
No. The answer is definitely no. You can't do anything about it. So Necrofantasian's in a very, very difficult spot here.
Yeah.
They are very aggressive, don't get me wrong, but they aren't forcing AoE onto their back foot.
No.
AoE got these tiny advantages and pushed them, whether it was the level advantage, dragon advantage, and it just turned into gold, turned into more turrets. Now they have more pressure. So Yoshi's in the top lane. He has TP available. So AoE is going to try to make something happen with Chump John just by manually walking him there. So they might give up a turret for this. We have to see what they do with it.
Well, see, the ulti is right now coming back up. AoE, they seem to always group up by the time those cooldowns are back. It's like they've timed them completely. Said, okay, get back to 5 people, guys. We're going to start the siege again because you don't want to get picked off. So no opportunity at all for NF to go in for this one. Some poke on this outer tier 2 turret. Kojo taking a stun to the face. Good damage comes through. Pantheon ulti comes in. This is going to be another attempted engage. Teleport as well for Yoshi. He is stealthed up. Can he find anything? Doesn't find a whole heck of a lot, to be honest. Forced back on this fight. 0 for 0. AoE disengage.
And Evan RL does so much damage right now that as soon as you are within range of his phosphorus bomb, you're going to take a huge chunk of your life out of there. And the fact that if you were poked down at all by DeWolf's Claw at all during that, it's going to kill you.
Yeah.
They didn't kill the turret until it hit the tier 2 turret until it ended up killing a couple minions. And here we go. Continuing in.
Jump up from Pat as Zingy taking some big damage on the backside, though. Bind on a Kojo gets rooted up as well, and there's the Javelin. Kill picked up as Zingy now forced to run away. One shot. Ooh, dodge the cube, but the Javelin he can't. Double kill there picked up by DeWolf's Claw's Javelins.
Pantheon had to take it like a man, turn around, and went straight through his heart.
Yep, walked right through it. Said, yeah, that's going to hit me. Go ahead.
Put yourself in that turret situation against that wall. You can really only dodge back and forth.
I actually like that he walked into it in the case that, because he knew he couldn't
Would have
dodge.
done less.
Yeah, exactly. Deals less damage if you walk in forward towards the Javelin. If you will hit it, walk forwards. Same with taking a punch, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because if somebody's punching, they are like, I'll punch through you.
Yeah, you want to lean into that one. So here we go. Zingy taking a bit of damage there. Watch the replay.
Yeah, and now Kojo just gets knocked out. Yoshi did a good job of zoning Elements from the fight, but Elements, you know, he had already used his ultimate by that point. So he got basically the exhaust out of there. Not too helpful. And
Yeah.
I have to go back to the fact that they played the micro of the turret just better at level 1 and 2. Getting that tier 2 turret and letting it kill minions and letting that wave push towards yours is huge. The amount of experience that Chump John got from bottom combined with the top was enough to win him the lane, and he still has that 2-level advantage. 6, 0, and 3. He pushed that advantage. Not only did he just sit on it, he showed up to the fight. And that shut down anything that Necrofantasian wanted to do in terms of roaming. Twisted Fate, Pantheon, Rengar, Twitch, you want to not group in a very telegraphed way. You want to group on a spot very quickly. And AoE did it first. They're saying, we're going to group, and we're going to make catches, and Binding lands.
Zingy is going to blow up. Elements gets a kill for that one.
Don't even need the cocoon at that point.
Hit thin air. Doesn't matter.
It's the 3-second Dark Bindings coming out here from the level 9 Morgana.
It's not even 3 seconds. He's actually
putting, wow, he put 2.
I think he misclicked one in Tormented Soil, so it's rank 4 Binding. I feel like you have no reason to rank that skill more than one.
People typically put no points into it aside from level 1.
Right.
Then you max it last.
Yeah.
Get the vision of nothing.
Yeah. Okay. You want to make sure that it wasn't going to be any kind of a ground attack. Nice teleport there. Gets over the wall. Well played, Kojo.
Yeah. Well, the jungler was down, so there was the chance that they were doing Baron. They started clearing it out with the pink ward. Now Zingy's actually back into the action.
He's going to try to World Spot. Gets away with the flash, though. Elements down the front lines. Big damage comes through, but the Morgana stays alive to land the stun on the 2. Ulti comes in. Elements does go down 1 for 0. Now can AoE disengage? Looks like not. It's a 1 for 1 so far. The flash in. Chumpjon finds another one. Stun in from Kojo. Great glitter lance as well.
Chumpjon just does too much. He teleports into the fight a little delayed, but it comes up big because of the position that he was in. And now they have a giant wave bottom, but they have a jungle to clear out too.
A whole lot for these guys to do. Looks like Evan RL and Co going to back off and heal back up, but if you can take the jungle away, feel free to do so. Bottom lane also pushing in, someone will have to take that gold.
Well, watch this. We see Yoshi try to get in there. Pantheon's going to come in, stun Evan RL, but he already used his Valkyrie to get out. That cannon minion had Chumpjon coming in it, and he goes straight in. He's exhausted. He doesn't care. Flash picks up Yoshi and then chases them down. Dragon is up now. He was up in about 20 seconds previously. And so they are right on time for getting back to it after backing and spending their gold.
So a lot of good stuff for these guys. Really gotta say now, you're up 10,000 in 22 minutes. It's a pretty large mark.
And here's the thing too, is that Necrofantasian, they beat Team 8, tournament favorites, in the drafting phase. Didn't happen with AoE. AoE has a really competent coach, who I assume Elements laid out all their picks and bans before the game and made sure everybody was on the same page. I'm sure it was a very big team effort on what they want to ban out, and very conscious of it. When you have an analyst, when you have a coach, it does add to the team. If you have, like, I assume he's coaching the team even while playing and support. Yeah, that is my assumption, and I'm probably right about that. It seems like the type of person he would be. And it's working out for them. It's huge. Look at his score. He has the highest kill participation on his team. He shows up to everything. Nothing happens without Elements being a part of it, except for 1 kill.
Yeah. I guess you could say he's one of their elements of success.
Yes. I would say he is actually the prime element of success for them.
All right.
That and the fact that Chumpjon
is massive.
Yeah. That.
The opposite of a chump right now, to be honest. But there comes the flash stun. Not going to land. Somebody he'll use to get him in a range faster. We're going to get off of that one. Wolf's Claw, though. Big damage comes in. Rengo, does he have enough? Has Fury once more time.
Oh, he lands it.
Lands the root. The heal comes in. There's TF. They find 1. Can they get more picks? Evan RL down to half HP. The stun in turret range, though. Kojo goes down. Overextended now, and Chumpjon gets the Ruin King use. Maria's gonna fall. Another 2 for 1.
The fact that Kojo had used both of his summoner spells at the start to try and close the distance means he didn't have them to get out of turret range, which would have helped him immensely. He would have dodged the cocoon with a flash. But now, AoE, after winning that fight, they're going to start cracking the base.
Gonna look now for inhibitor turret number 1 in the mid lane. They got Spiderling's gonna take the turret shots, and they have just enough damage. 5 seconds till the respawns come in. No major engage ultimates except for the Pantheon is available. AoE, this is a bit risky to stay for. If they get 4v5,
oh,
they
here comes the Pantheon ultimate.
The root's gonna land there. Pantheon ultimate comes down. 4v5. Here comes the fight as he gets exhausted. Look for the stun onto Pat. Big damage comes through. They find one back though. Chumpjon gets 1 so far. Elements goes in with Chump to look for Virus, the Corki. Doing damage from the back line. Virus, he does go down. Kill picked up on a Twitch. And the 4v5 fight, the flash stun lands on Kojo, the binding as well. He's going to be falling down. Red card not going to be enough there. The glitter lance from Maria gets 1 back though. That makes it a 3 for 1. Root on Elements, but here comes the Nidalee. Just disengage.
The combination of Dark Binding Cocoon is so much back-to-back CC that if you don't have Mercury treads, you're dead. And even if you do, you're probably dead at this point.
Wow, so wonderfully played comp at this point. AoE so much in the gold lead, 1,400, that it will take a miracle for this game to go back NF's way. Quick recall from these guys to get their health back up. The fact they just won a 4v5, where they got engaged on. Sure, it was out some of the ultis available, but to win a 4v5 means you are way far ahead.
Yeah. fact that Chump John is 9-0-6 on that Shyvana. He played that in the round of 20, but he went 5-2-5. So he's actually a big facilitator for his team. But all across the board, they just have really good teamwork. And their communication seems sharp.
Yeah.
And I bet you Elements is sitting there very happy. He's been waiting to get back into the scene for a very long time, because he's always been around since Season 1.
Yeah.
Just hasn't been very relevant since not being Coast's coach.
True. But, you know, he made his team. He wanted to go for this one. Wanted to be more as a player than a support figure. Ironically, still a support player. But yeah, this group of guys, right? It's his team. He's putting it together. And these guys are doing very nicely. We're going to see them most likely in the round of 8 in a couple of weeks. And now they're sweeping Baron to make sure they've got control of this game. Quick ward sweep here, and AoE own the vision game. Gonna start this one off. Element's got to be careful though. Virus is going to sneak up on top of him there. Nice black shield stops the slow, but he's going to take a lot of damage here. Expunge not enough. There comes Pantheon.
He missed the binding, but here's the Pantheon ultimate and the teleport. That Baron's really low though. You have to fight for it or they will kill it.
Baron smited up by NF. Now can they get enough of Zingy flashing the wall, but Chump John will chase. He's going to find the Pantheon and trade that one back 1-0. But a Baron's Necrofantasian, can they get away?
They have Super Minions coming down the mid lane right now. They do have Baron. A little bit more gold for them, but still a 12k gold lead, which means they're down a ton of combat stats at this point, something around 8k.
Yeah, so they are forced to defend actually up through the Dragon respawn most likely. Like, even with Baron buff, I still gotta say, as you said, about an 8,000 gold difference in real combat stat difference. AoE still the leaders here, even against Baron buff, so they will siege.
So good play by Zingy there. 0-8, he had to do something. He's not worth a lot of gold, so when he died, it wasn't a huge loss. But oh my, there's the Cocoon follow-up. But they used their CC and they have to disengage.
Yeah, worth putting out now.
Yoshi, though.
They look for the engage. Wolfsclaw taking a bit of punishment there. Can he get any more out of this one? Pops the W. There's the engage as well from TF and Pantheon. There's the Morgana ultimate, going to get traded back 1-for-1 so far. Now NF forced to run away. Can they get out? Chump John forced pretty low. Corky not going to get much more. Javelin nearly misses Zingy. And another disengage.
The positioning of Evan RL is something that people should actually strive for. He's always in the back. He's never up front. His Valkyrie is used as a defensive tool instead of an engage tool. And the fact that his team is peeling for him constantly, nobody's really touched him at all this game.
Very successful play with this guy, I really gotta say. I'm a fan of it.
Like the combo.
Yeah.
The Evan RL elements.
Evan R elements.
Ah.
I mean, it's much longer than like Rush Hour or something, so I don't know if it's like
Evan R elements.
the term that'll stay.
It's still.
I think you just call it R elements. That's
R
you
elements.
gotta get to like 3 syllables.
Okay.
Like Kiwi Pie, right? 3 syllables. Rush Hour, 2 or 3 syllables. I actually don't know if hour is a 1 or 2 syllable word, because it could totally be either.
It depends. If you make it like a diphthong, it could be hour.
Yeah.
Or it could be
Hour.
hour.
Yeah.
Hour. Rush hour.
We're gonna move on.
Rush
Element starts up the Dragon. Dragon, definitely 2 syllables.
Dargan.
No, still 2 syllables.
Still, I know.
Yep.
Reagan.
Chump. Okay. Well, Pat, the Wolf's Claw, everyone else going to be taking this one down. Actually, Evan RL pushing the bottom lane just to get some extra farm and levels. Why the heck not? 3-item 80 carry. Still waiting for the last one to be done for Virus, so that will be an important pickup if you can make it that far into the game. Got some time to go, though, potentially, if this push does not close it out. I do got to point out, actually, NF, they're defending a lot better than they were at the start of this game.
Yeah, they have that inhibitor backup for themselves. They have their pit composition. He's going to show up on top of him. There he is!
They go Pat's on the wrong side. Actually, a split up fight right there. Yoshi goes in by himself. He's the only guy there. Now as Zingy joins, but they're still on the wrong side of this fight. They went for other people. Kojo going to get stunned up. Can't TP away. This was not the fight they wanted. 3-for-0 battle. Maria forced to run away as well, but gets caught up by Pat there. The battle of the first names. The Flash not going to get over the wall. Nice. Cocoon's going to land Javelin. Need a little bit too far forward, but no really place for Lulu to go. Going to keep herself alive a bit longer, try to buy some time, but surely going to fall.
The spider! Smoother.
I can't imagine if this champion lives. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go.
Woo. Jumps inside her hat. She's still alive.
All right, but there we go. Only Twitch alive in the base. The Flash Cocoon lands.
Yep.
Virus going to be going down. Let's see, they didn't even need the vaccine for that one. Now goes turret number 1. Turret number 2 in front of the Nexus. I don't think they can 2v5 this battle. Nexus laid open at 30 minutes into the game. An area of effect will join us in the round of 8.
An area of effect have shown their prowess all across the board. 11, 0, 11 in the top lane. And then we also saw elements 2, 4, and 21.